Roblox is home to tens of millions of games, but only a handful of them were iconic enough to be remembered for years and years after their peak. And even fewer of them were influential enough to create a blueprint for the future games to come. In this video, I'll explore Roblox games that were once household names, but have seemingly fallen off the face of the earth. Work at a Pizza Place is a role-playing simulator where you, work at a pizza place. The creator Dude One or Michael Sly officially released the game in 2007, which is my birth year, so that's two good things to come out of that year, alright? The goal of the game involved working various roles in the pizza business, such as a cashier, cook, pizza boxer, delivery driver, or supplier. Most people don't know this game originally was called Work at a Krusty Krab. As a cashier, your expectation was to greet the customers and input their orders using the makeshift register. Pizza boxers were responsible for putting the cooked pizzas into the boxes and then sending them down the conveyor belt into the pickup room. Cooks were responsible for putting the toppings on the pizza, as per the customer's instructions, then putting the pizza into the oven while you tried to avoid falling into the oven, since that tends to happen. The job of suppliers is a bit different, as your job is to go to the factory, load all the boxes of cheese, dough, sauce, and other pizza ingredients and products into the back of your truck, then driving back to the pizza place to dump them into the supply chute. As a delivery driver, you would take all of the boxed pizzas as well as the drinks if the order included them, and deliver them to the provided address. Finally, managers. Your part involved voting different players as employee of the day, approving and denying requests, as well as kicking players out if they aren't doing their job correctly or intentionally doing things wrong. This job was really only fun if you enjoyed abusing your powers, so like pretty much every 10-year-old ever, but the more you worked and got paid, your earned income could be used to upgrade your house, outfits, and pets. That was the intended objective, but obviously no one actually did that. Pretty much everyone purposely just drove cars into the ocean and crashed into people. Work at a Pizza Place has a total of 5.3 billion visits, and at its peak it held about 73,000 concurrent players, but now it averages about 7,000 concurrent players, which is a pretty drastic decline. Unfortunately, it just doesn't match the current climate of Roblox games, since the newer player base gravitates towards faster paced and questionable brain rot games. Natural Disaster Survival was created by Stickmaster Luke. Officially released in 2011, it is a round-based survival game, with 23 preset maps and 13 various disasters you were expected to survive, meaning every round you and everyone else spawned on a different map, which could be anything from a random building to a farm or a tower. You had a grace period of about 40 seconds to check your surroundings and prepare your hiding spots until the disaster strikes. The objective of the game was just as the name stated: survive a natural disaster.
Oh jeez, he's flinging the slide around.
Oh, there's more. Oh, no!
He is absorbing the map. What is happening?
Don't fail me now. Wow! Hey!
There's no PvP, as it's purely a player versus environment game. The map would get destroyed along with falling debris and different things that could potentially kill you. Every disaster had a specific strategy that was relevant to it. For example, acid rain. Hiding under a pretty thick roof or in a building was ideal. For fires, you would obviously want to avoid the woods and move towards the outskirts of the map. And for a tsunami, you would look for a high ground in order to stay away from the water and avoid drowning. Each round you get 1 point or 1 win. However, there isn't really a single winner per round, as multiple people can survive. The player with the most wins at the end of the game is considered the winner. The wins didn't really mean anything, other than they were just something you could show off to your friends or for the no-lifes to compete with each other on the global leaderboard. Natural Disaster Survival has a total of 3.9 billion visits, with a high of 128,000 concurrent players. However, it averages about 12,000 concurrent players nowadays. Unlike Work at a Pizza Place, it's safe to say that the style of Natural Disaster Survival is a lot more fitting with today's climate of Roblox games. The gameplay is linear and simple, but its fast-paced and chaotic gameplay is what allowed it to be so entertaining. Content creators were able to make a variety of content. Roblox High School is the final boss of roleplay games. Created by Cindering and officially released in April of 2009, it was a game based on socializing and acting out scenes, rather than tasks such as the ones in work at a pizza place or staying alive in natural disaster survival. Attending and completing your classes earned you points and money. Those could be used to buy houses, vehicles, and different accessories. Basically all the stuff kids love. Some people enjoyed taking on the job of a teacher, or the role of a student going about a reenacted school day. Others enjoyed trolling kids for their own enjoyment. And some e-dated. Hopefully their own age. Outside of the high school aspect of the game, there was shops, stores, and houses. I can honestly say I never played Roblox High School. It really is one of those games you just kind of grow out of, which is a big reason for the decline in players, as the original players grew up and apart from the game. While it peaked with a concurrent player count of about 50,000 players and over 570 million visits, it now has an average of only a couple hundred. Aside from the player base growing up, the lack of updates and bug fixes were a big factor in the declining player base, as well as the releases of spin-offs like Roblox High School, which was really just the final nail in the coffin since the remaining player base just swapped over to that one. Whether you played Work at a Pizza Place for its grind-like gameplay and open world experience, Natural Disaster for its fast-paced and intense style, or Roblox High School to interact with people and relax, we can all agree that these games left a lasting imprint on Roblox as a game. These games might not be as active as they once were. They created the blueprint for the future of Roblox games, as well as standards for what makes a good Roblox experience. If you enjoy these types of Roblox videos, make sure you hit that subscribe for more content like this. And comment which of these 3 games were your favorite. I want to see what my subscribers played. Thank you so much for watching. A like would be appreciated as it really helps the channel out.